What would you pay for private security? What would you pay to make sure that you, your family, your loved ones, everything like that are safe? Because I'm gonna tell you what, these San Francisco residents, they paid a lot. And I think they're tired because shit's out of control. What's going on YouTube? It's your host Bruce GNT, and we're here to talk about what's going on in San Francisco because a lot of their residents are paying for private security, and the reason they're doing so is because the crime is just so it's bad. I look at the news over there in San Francisco. I look at the news at certain like hotspot areas, and let me tell you something. It's not as bad as New York, or maybe I'm just not getting all the news, where it's like every single day there's something kind of horrific going on. But it makes sense why they're paying for the security.
Can you 1019 over to Harriet and Howard, please?
For the last 12 months, residents in San Francisco's South of Market neighborhood have had a direct line to a team of private security guards.
We do heavy patrols here every hour.
They cover 109 blocks of this neighborhood.
We got to do our job.
24/7.
If there's anybody that's on the sidewalk blocking doorways, blocking garageways, or just mainly blocking the sidewalk where people can't pass through, we basically walk up to them, we address it. We asked them if they could relocate. Are you looking for any services or anything today?
These guards are not armed. They're deployed out of the Soma West Community Benefit District, the private nonprofit funded by local property owners.
How much money are you guys paying for security?
We've spent $820,000 in the last 12 months.
The main job of the benefit district is to keep the neighborhood clean and welcoming, not necessarily to hire private security, but residents felt like they had no other choice.
What do you think is contributing to the fact that now you guys need more security here?
We need more security because of the population of street addicts. And the reason they're here is because the city has concentrated all the facilities and services that enable their lifestyle in this area.
At the CBD's office, they have a bird's eye view of the conditions on the streets. They created this map showing all the city services and their exact locations.
This is a visualization of where supportive services are in San Francisco. As you can see, they're all right here. The city is designing pockets of poverty, and they're putting it here.
The residents we spoke.
You hear what he's saying? This is what I talk about. And I'm gonna get on your asses a little bit, San Francisco residents and people in California. Y'all out there protesting the wrong shit. You have citizens, right? Private citizens doing the job of the government, where the government's supposed to make sure that you guys are safe and secure to a certain extent. And they're like, okay, you guys aren't doing your job clearly, and you're designing our city to hold these little pockets of poverty, just like what he said, because of certain policies and certain things that you guys put in place because of whatever reason, mayors and governors. And now we got to take it into our own hands. Now we got to spend extra money to make sure that we're safe because you guys won't do it. That's what your city is there for. That's what your governor is there for. The same one that's been in control for the past 6, almost 7 years at this point. Yeah. Same thing with your mayors and everything. Come on now. The last mayor in, the last mayor in San Francisco, they got her out. I think her name was London Reed or something like that. Yeah, she was pretty terrible. Yeah, because case in point, y'all protesting shit that don't really fucking matter. Excuse my language, but this right here, y'all streets look like shit. And then y'all talk about, Donald Trump is destroying the streets. Oh, he's making it unsafe. It's been unsafe, dummy, because people are out here using their own money to get private security. Because guess what? You know what? I'm not going to get into it. Let's continue.
Who said these guards are needed.
This was actually attacked about 4 or 5 times now. This was blowtorched. This was hacksawed open. This right here was kicked in. They took a crowbar to it.
Reese Isbell said his neighbors have felt trapped in the past with open drug markets outside of their front door.
Frankly, our building calls the CBD for safety patrols now instead of the police because we'll get response within a timely manner.
Supervisor.
That's shameful. Y'all can't rely on y'all police officers. The police are bad. But guess what? When someone's kicking your face in or stealing your shit out your house, y'all gonna call them up, right? So y'all calling unarmed people to come assist you, help them putting their life in danger. Yeah, they signed up for the job and everything like that. I'm pretty sure it pays good money. Because your city, right? Your mayor, your city council, your governor, they're not taking things in control because they don't care. Because they're going to keep clapping and smiling in y'all faces and everything like that, telling y'all things are good. And then when Trump wants to do something, I mean, you might not agree with it, which is fine. Y'all going to sit up there like boo-boo the fool and protest saying, he's destroying the city. Yeah, because all this shit started when he got into office, right?
Mr. Matt Dorsey represents this district.
Why are there so many resources in that area?
This is something that has gone on for decades. The 6th Street corridor in particular has a lot of permanent supportive housing there. From my perspective, we do have a lot of city services that we provide around the Civic Center and Mid-Market area. A lot of that is in South of Market just because of it's on a transit corridor, it's convenient.
The ABC7 News data team looked into crime data and found violent crimes like murder, robberies, and assaults have dropped in the Southern District by 10.3% over the last 12 months when compared to the 3-year average.
Is crime down in Soma because of SFPD or because of the private security?
It might be both.
Earlier this
How can we say that crime is down when they call you, apparently, the police department, no one comes? So how can you say crime is down? That doesn't make any sense. And then not only that, unless this private entity that they're hiring is working with your police department to really record certain things that's going on, how can you say crime is down? Because they're not calling the police department anymore because they don't trust y'all. So how can... Is it making sense? I'm just asking because to me it just doesn't. I'm hearing it. I'm like, this sounds kind of weird. How can you say crime and stuff is down? And it could be down. It could be down. Just like we said, it could be a joint effort between the two. But how can you say it's down when people aren't calling you guys, and or when they do call you, they don't get responses?
This year, San Francisco's Mayor Daniel Lurie announced a new law enforcement sobering center to get people who are doing drugs off the streets and into treatment. That center will also be located in this district.
They're concerned. They feel like the city's pushing everything there.
Yeah, I'm concerned as well, and we're trying to address the problem. This new center is all about making sure our streets are safe and that they are clean.
They're having to pay for their own security to keep those sidewalks clean.
Yeah, many CBDs are working around the city to do that, and that's why we continue to partner with them, with DPW, but also I want to increase the number of police officers walking the beat.
In a statement, the city's homelessness and supportive housing department said in part, given HSH's recent investment in new recovery-focused shelter, youth housing, and family housing in the Soma West neighborhood, we have also increased funding to the Soma West CBD to expand their ambassador, public safety, and cleaning services in the neighborhood.
That sounds like a crock of shit. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I just did a video talking about where's the money going when it comes to the homelessness in California and everything like that, or LA County, be specific, right? Yeah, it's a crock of shit. I don't care what they saying. They out here talking some bull because it's been a problem for decades, right? We understand this. You have these centers and this support and rehabilitation and whatever the fuck. You have that there, and yet it's still an issue. So evidently it's not working. So where are you funneling the money to? Why you keep giving more money to something that doesn't work? And then the mayor sitting up there saying, yeah, that is crazy that they had to do that. What? How are you? Okay. All right. That's just crazy. Politicians, and it doesn't matter the side, right? Politicians are sitting up here saying, yeah, it's really bad that the citizens have to go through this, while they're the ones in, like, one, controlling the purse strings, and then two, dictating what goes on in and out their city, for the most part. Now, if Trump wanted to pass something where he's going through San Francisco and everything like that, you're going to see people in the streets rioting. Oh, this is terrible. Look what he's doing. It's destroying the city. Some dude just shot up right next to you and flung shit at your face, but you're going to talk about how he's destroying the city. You're going to have politicians ring up new bills immediately when Trump says he's going to do something and talk about, well, hey, we need to stop this. But this has been going on for decades. If I'm wrong, let me know. Let me know. I don't want to be up here talking bullshit if I'm wrong.
Benefit District confirmed the city granted them $600,000 out of $850,000 spent this year. Despite that, residents here want the city to equitably distribute services throughout the city and give Soma a break.
When is it going to stop being at our expense? I like to say that compassion costs, and we're running out of money.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Compassion does cost. Look what's going on with your city. But for me, personally, I'm a little bit petty. if I was the president, I ain't sending no one up there to help you out with none of that shit. Y'all keep saying that y'all got it, that y'all, y'all don't need the federal help unless y'all want federal money. So cool. Y'all can deal with that over there. It's a sad thing. It truly is a sad thing. And in a more serious note, this is what I talk about when it comes to holding our politicians and the elected officials responsible, because it's been going on for decades. And I'm going to keep repeating this because it's been going on for decades. And no one's making a change. No one's voting in anything new or anyone new or new ideas. No one's doing any of that shit because they just, I don't know. I guess it's ignorance, or maybe it's just they don't care, Like, how wild, like, think about this for a second. The residents are paying for their own private security that's unarmed because they don't trust their city, the police department, to do it, right? And even still, that's not enough. Because people still have their shit being broken into. They're still getting their face kicked in and everything like that. They're still getting stolen from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane to me. It's a little bit ridiculous because what's gonna have to happen for this change to really solidify itself? Because you keep coming up with more centers, more rehabilitation, everything like that. And like I said, it's not working. It's not working. So, yeah, San Francisco, I don't know. Y'all got to figure it out. Well, you guys, that's it for this video. You already know the drill. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment down below, tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about the fact that private citizens had to put up their own money to protect themselves in their own interest because they don't trust their own police department to do it? Like, does that make sense to you? Let me know down in the comments below. And then not only that, if you're from this area, if you're in the California area, if you frequent over there or whatever have you, if you have more information, let me know because this is interesting. I didn't even know that this was going on. I didn't even know you could do that. I mean, I guess when people have money in the community, you could set certain things up and make it so that, you guys have like a coalition together and everything like that. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, like I said, let me know down in the comments below. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.